Aloha, beautiful High Vibe Tribe. Thank you for waiting. I'll just wait for a few of you beautiful souls to come in to the chat. I hope everybody is well. Let me just bring up comments. Got a lot going on right now. And my name is PinkBella Aloha. And I'm a quantum galactic Akashic reader liaison. And we're going to do a Galactic Akashic Records quantum deep dive into all the energies for June. We have a lot going on. So let me know who's here. Say hi. Let me know you can hear me before I get down into it. And we're going to deep dive. I'm just asking Prime Source Creator to place a bubble of protection around all of us, and that we are being guided, that we have the best information that comes in for all of us. Aloha, aloha, Toronto. That we have the best information to come in for all of us today, including from the Galactic Akashic Records, which is a higher perspective. So I won't have a huge amount of time for Q&A today, but if any of you have like questions about things that are going on, I could probably look at like one or two because we have a few topics to look at. So just mention in the comments. Aloha, aloha, Toronto. How are you? And can you hear me okay? There you go. Hi, good to see you. And how is Toronto? And let me know if you can hear me okay. All right. So we have a lot happening. I'm going to review sort of the, excellent, thank you. So I'm going to review the astrology. I'm going to do a deep dive Galactic Akashic record reading for all of us. So whenever you find this video, or if you join in a little bit, you will, the messages will be for all of us for this collective, okay? And I'm also going to look at, I've been working with the Deep Blue Galactic Dragons. So they want to bring in a transmission today. Plus there's some super, really powerful, interesting news about the Voyager 1. I've shared about this a little bit. It was a probe that was sent out in 1977, and it's now just recently been bringing data back, and something really interesting around first contact has happened. So we want to look at that. And yeah, anything else that you all want me to look at, and or if you watch this after the fact, let me know how you are, where you are on the planet, and what you would like me to deep dive about next, for sure, because I'll be doing a part 2 this week. I looked deeper at some topics on Rumble, so if you haven't had a chance to look at that, check that out. I looked at the Golden Dome a little bit deeper, and I also looked at things going on in Canada and around the world. So check that out. I'm trying to remember what else I looked at. Let me just see. Okay. All right, let me look at the astrology, and I'll go into that in a little bit. Plus, I'm going to do a scan for this group. I've been given numbers for a wellness check as well, okay? And yeah, so anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. So for June, first off, we have, I think the most important thing that happens right away is Venus is moving into Taurus, and Taurus is a very earth energy. So that is about an expansion in abundance, wellness, health, divine unions, all of that. So that's and it's in an earth sign. So that's a really positive movement. That's going to happen on I believe it's the 4th or the 5th, in a couple of days. Then we have, in this little blurb, it says the 6th, but I saw earlier, it was earlier. We also have the 6/6 portal. So every month we kind of have a palindrome number that is powerful. So we have a 6/6 portal coming up on the 6th of June. We're also still in the Gemini energy, but June is going to flip over into the Cancer energy. And whatever astrology works for you, whatever resonates with your soul, you follow that. But I just base what globally right now on Western astrology, just for the energies, okay? Now the big movement is going to be Jupiter on June 9th. It's been in Gemini since last May, so it's moving into Cancer. So Cancer is all about home and bringing more things into our life, like an expansion of joy, abundance, prosperity. That's what Jupiter is all about. The fact that it's moving signs, it's been an air sign, so it's moving into a water sign. We are water, Earth is water, and it is about, for all of us who've been manifesting like a new home, a new energy, that's going to be a really beautiful transit, and that'll go on until next year. Then we have a full moon in Sagittarius around the 11th and 12th, as well as Mars is going to enter Virgo on the 17th. then we have, of course, the summer solstice or the winter solstice around the 20th. It usually the gateway. I call them gateways because they're actually really powerful alignments with our cosmos to manifest, to create our new reality. Okay, so I'm in the northern hemisphere. So here in the northern hemisphere, we will be moving into summer. Those of you in the southern hemisphere, aloha, my tribe in the southern hemisphere, you'll be moving into winter. And yeah, so let me know who else is here. There's a few more that I've joined. So welcome all cosmic and galactic high vibe tribe. I'm really excited to be here. I love that we're having a party today. And then we'll be moving into the once we move into the solstice energy, we'll be moving into Cancer. We'll be changing from the air sign to Cancer energy around the solstice. And then we have a new moon in Cancer on the 25th as well. Okay, so right now we're still in the Gemini energy, and it's very, very powerful and potent. Plus, we've had unbelievable M-class flares. I did a little, I've been creating little videos, little short videos for TikTok and for YouTube shorts, as well as Instagram and Facebook reels. So we've had back-to-back M-class flares, which are a little bit like a lower grade than X-class, but we're still feeling it. We have had a really, really strong, we're still in the midst of a solar storm right now as well. Northern lights here in the Northern lights here have been really powerful. So I noticed that someone saw them in the city in Vancouver. So I'm out. So for those of you who knew, I'm outside of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm 45 minutes out. I've been doing grid work and looking after sort of the Vancouver area for years. And I just shifted into working with another new team. What else is new? So the Galactic Alliance and the Earth Alliance are here with us today as well. So that's really cool. Okay, let me just see. There was something else I wanted to look at. Hold on. Let me just, I saved a bunch of notes instead of trying to read my scribbles. I definitely feel like something shifted positively since we moved into June. Yes, so that's a great observation. So the energies in June, believe it or not, are going to be a little bit lighter and brighter. Thank goodness, we need that. Once we move into Cancer, it's going to feel a little bit different, but it's like the universe is giving us a break. Doesn't mean there's not going to be solar storms or solar flares, but definitely it is lighter and brighter for sure. Okay, let me just see. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do a Galactic Akashic record reading for us on the records are open. They just let me know that. So there's something that is personal to my work. So I've been doing this work since 2016, and it's changed quite a bit, but I bring in whatever I can for all of us to assist us with the energies as well. And what did I talk about? Okay. Yeah, so just... That's a good point. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. Okay, so we've gone through the astrology. So Jupiter's actually going to be the big move in positive energy as well. I was given last week that it's already started to move. It takes a while for it to move into the next energy. And yes, before I even pull some cards. So part of my work as a quantum Akashic reader and healer is I've created this wellness checklist of 65 items. When you work with me one-on-one, I scan you individually, and we clear that energy and help you, feel better, be healthier, move to a higher timeline, clear out old belief systems. Okay. So today, I didn't even, let me just write down what they gave me because I'm going to go down the list. I didn't even look at them. They just gave me the numbers between, okay. And I did it for Rumble as well. And Rumble Tribe was completely different. And I'll do them as well. Oh, by the way, everyone, I'll be doing little mini readings. If you're interested in a mini reading, there is still availability. I'll be doing it in the live after this. You can still come and join the party as well, but it'll be sort of a mini deep dive for you to try out a Akashic reading with me, which is included in sessions. And then there's a gratitude offer as well. So I'll put that information up before I leave, but it'll be right after this live. And I'm excited about that because we usually end up with amazing information. Okay, so they gave me number 4. So some of us are experiencing a rise in heavy metal. And so this is energetic, okay? And when it gets to a certain point, it can be, hey, aloha. When it gets to a certain point, it can turn into something physical, okay? So usually they give me the ones that are, Aloha, Big Cat from California, aloha. They usually give us sort of the energy that's going on. So we're still in a timeline where these planes are doing designs in the sky, and sometimes the air quality is not good. Like over the weekend, I had a very scratchy throat and was coughing a lot, so that was airborne. So this as well. So the heavy metal energy is for this collective right now. It's building up, and that would be from airborne particles. You can easily detox that out. It's nothing to fear. Number 11. Okay. Number 11 is all those solar flares and solar flares activating our DNA and bringing in new crystalline codes, and same with the solar storms, which is impacting everything. It's like a ripple effect to change timelines, is a combination of a chakra upgrade, a meridian upgrade, and a DNA upgrade. So if you feel like you've been flattened the last few days, that's why. And number 28, our mental bodies have gotten quite noisy and cluttery. So that's clearing out right now as well. So if you have any sort of excess worries, fears, stress, anxiety, that sort of thing, that's cluttering up in your mental body. So that as well is clearing out. And the next one is number 29. This one comes in a lot for us, and it's pretty normal. So, basically the bottom line is any type of healing or clearing that we do or we have someone else do for us is trauma healing and clearing. And these traumas are like imprints. They're sort of like little attachments of things that have happened to us in this lifetime, other lifetimes. We also incarnated into a lineage, and we would have been imprinted by the lineage traumas as well, ancestral traumas. Okay. So right now that's coming up as well. Physical, mental, emotional, energetic trauma healing. And that also could be blocking your chakra system. Number 34, some of you have meridians blocked. I know that I did. I actually started doing meridian work on myself again recently. So we have a main meridian. We have 12 key meridians. They're like a deeper level, a more detailed map than the chakra system. So the central and the governing, like running up and running down our back, are key to allow all the energy to flow, our DNA and our chakras to flow properly, and for us to stay healthy. So I started to do that as well. So what meridians are blocked right now? Central governing, liver and lung, large intestine. Okay, so if you don't know about meridians, that's okay. That might be something that you would want to know about. And number 63 to 65. So these are new. So I jumped over. They just wanted to give me sort of some basics today. So 63 is actually 63 and 64 are nervous system imprints, and we're clearing those. And they also will allow interference. That's also part of the trauma healing and clearing. And our nervous system, the main part of it runs up and down our spine. So we have nervous system imprints from others that we're healing and clearing right now, and or home, property, or both. And 65, now this is super interesting, because every once in a while when I listen to a meditation and I pick up, things just stand out for us. Interference from present, past life healers. And that really, I heard that last night and I thought, yes. So that is something that I scan for as well. And that is a really powerful thing for all of you to do if you haven't done that, to call your power back from having healing sessions either in this lifetime or other lifetimes, because a lot of other healers don't understand, I call it hanging up the call, don't understand about hanging up the call, because that way there's no cords or no attachments. Okay. So I always make sure, even after our sessions here, I wrap us in light and then I hang up the call after our session today. So that might be going on for you. So if any of you are interested in having that personally, that's part of personal sessions. Plus, if anyone is interested in the group 22 chakra session this month, I don't have a date, but the information is at the top of my website. And if you're interested in that, you can email me and I can set up a date for the group. Okay. And that is individual healing, but as a group, you get a group report and you place it on a crystalline grid. It's very cool. Okay. Oh, I need to go back in here. Okay, let's do the reading, and then I'm going to go into what the deep blue galactic dragons want to talk about. How's everybody doing? Aloha, California. There's a few more people who've joined, so please say hi, and let me know where you're from and who's here. If any of my regulars are here, I'd love to see you. Just having a little bit of tea. Yeah, so let me just see. Okay, so I'm just asking now for the best messages for us right now for the month of June and see what else we need to know as a cosmic, galactic, high vibe tribe. Yeah. Heart of Source, and this one comes in quite a bit. Hope you guys can see the cards okay. Crown Chakra Upgrade, that one comes in a lot as well. That's really, really interesting. Okay. And I would have to say that's what I felt before I got on as well. I did a clearing for all of us. Soul Star activation. So for those of you who are new to my work or new to the 12 chakra system, I work beyond the 7 chakras. I work with 12 and then up to the 22 chakra. They're stargates, they're higher dimensions. So I can work with higher dimensional beings and I can bring in a stronger stream of source energy, which elevates your frequency and my frequency, okay? Okay, so the first one that came in is the Heart of Source. So that's what this month of June is all about. Is we're getting a break to really heal our heart and be at peace and connect with whatever you want to call it, Prime Source, the Divine Mother, the universe, the cosmic energies, the quantum field. Okay, so it actually says all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity, and really all the healing that we're doing. Anything that is not maybe going well in our lives is information for one thing, and it's also a reminder that we're healing our hearts from multiple lifetimes, multidimensional lifetimes, galactic lifetimes as well, so we can reconnect to Prime Source Creator. Okay, it's interesting that we've ended up with 2 chakra messages because that's not what this deck is all about. So we have Crown Chakra Upgrade as well as Soul Star Activation. So Crown Chakra Upgrade is it's our divine connection in the 7 chakra system to allow the universal energies to flow through us and down through our feet and down to the earth and then our earth star. Okay, so we're going through an upgrade. Now what's interesting is this has been coming forward a lot, you all. I'm going to try and keep this as high vibe today as possible, but there have been multiple clients that have come to me that have had crown chakra interference. I call it decluttering. And even myself this morning, I could feel it. So we can kind of equate it to like, Wi-Fi, radio waves, Wi-Fi waves. I live in a multi-family dimensional building. So I've had to really learn about security and everything. So my container here is separate from all of that, but there was interference here before I started today and I could feel it. The crown chakra feels weird. It feels like there's pressure, like not beautiful energy coming through. So that's what the other team tries to do. They try to prevent our connection to that quantum field. And unfortunately, the battle's still going on. We're still on alert. We're not at I always equate it to the 3rd movie in Star Wars where they're all celebrating because the rebellion, has won. We're not there yet. We're working towards that. So we still need to work on our tools for clearing and light shield. And this isn't out of fear. This is just, especially if you live in a city or if you are in a city, you're around a lot of people, you absolutely need to take care of your energy field. It's just exactly like taking an umbrella out when it's raining or, putting a raincoat on, right? It's just something that I've been doing for years. So crown chakra upgrade as part of the chakra upgrade, but you also, with that, there might be some energy that's clearing out. Then we have the soul star activation. So this is above our crown chakra. It's connected to remembering who we are. It's connected to the first level of our Akashic records, our personal Akashic records. And it's also connected to receiving more downloads and more information. So fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. So the records have opened. So there you go. So so we have a big opportunity this month to not only upgrade our chakra system, but receive more information, more downloads, more DNA activations, and have a stronger connection with source. And I feel like this is important because I've already kind of had a peek at July and August, and they look to be like lots of information is going to be coming out and could be interference as well. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Let me just see if there's anyone else. Yeah, please say, all the new people that have joined, please let us know where you're from and how you're doing. So we are having a party here today. Okay. Let me see, where else do we want to go? So I'm just gonna, this would be like a little mini version for all of you of some kind of information that would come in for you working with me one-on-one, okay? All right. Birthing of a new age. I love that. And look at that, like even the, there she is surrounded by cosmic energy with her bubble shield and receiving cosmic, dynamic light coming in. So we're going to have an opportunity. Hi, Amber. Aloha. We're going to have an opportunity this month to really raise our vibration for what's coming. So that's super important. So I just keep hearing, keep your vibe high, keep your vibe high. And I'll tell you something, everyone. As soon as I raise my vibration, I notice a lot of energy comes, specifically, it seems to be on this platform. Energy just comes out of nowhere to bring everyone down. So I'm not even engaging anymore. I'm just deleting it. So anyway, this is where we're at. And actually what I love about this is like that circle of stones kind of reminds me of being at Stonehenge or being at a really powerful gateway and portal. So we're birthing a new age. We're dreaming a new world into being. We are co-creating, and we're co-creating together. And the more of us that keep our vibration high and keep aligning with our soul mission, our purpose, our tools, we're actually strengthening the collective. It's like, I don't know if you remember that old game, says Light Bright. Oh, I kept trying to find one of those to use as a tool a long time ago. It's like all our little beams are lighting up around the planet, and it's making the grid stronger and stronger as well. Okay. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Earth grids too, because I had a message from the dragons on Friday. Okay, the next message is we are the Hathors. Some of you might have a very deep connection to the Egyptian timeline, and that they're just letting us know that we are deeply loved. Okay, and that we actually came into this reality to birth the new reality, to birth the new age, basically. And it's interesting watching everyone. What's the word I'm looking for? Saying that new age is sort of spiritual bypassing. It's been a really big tool. It helped me wake up and be here, and it helped many of you wake up as well. It might not resonate with a lot of people anymore, but honestly, that information came in books for many of us that we didn't have. So I wouldn't say it was spiritual bypassing. It was actually like downloads before we had the internet. So it's interesting, though, that there's a lot of people that are against it right now, which is super, super cool. Aloha, Amber. Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, there is room for a mini reading. Absolutely. Okay. No problem. Okay, let's keep going because I'm already behind schedule because this is what happens. I ramble. I ramble. Okay, let's pull some more cards because I want to look at some of the other messages too. Wow. Got number 40, reflectivity, the Atlantean library. So not only so some of you are going to be getting downloads and our memories and are clearing past lives around Atlantis and Egypt this month, okay? And we're going to be receiving a lot of information about Atlantis. I feel like there's going to be more like newer downloads about Atlantis this month as well. So I will stay alert about that because if there's anything that I can bring in to assist us all, I will do that. So far what I'm seeing too is the crown chakra and the throat chakra. That's the blue energy's about. Gemini is connected to the throat chakra, which is connected to the planet Mercury, and that's what we're in right now. So my throat really went through an upgrade. I would say as of last Wednesday, and you can still hear it's a bit scratchy, and that's why. Okay, let's pull a dragon message. Oh, I didn't do the tarot. Sorry. So someone was asking me why I use the tarot. This is a tool from multiple lifetimes. And it terrified me for years. I wouldn't go near it for years. I just used like little angel cards for the longest time. Okay, so this has been part of me getting over traumas that I experienced in other lifetimes where maybe I used this as a tool and I was made wrong to use it. So I love getting clarity, and I am transmissioning with the Galactic Alliance and Source. However, this brings in more clear information, and I can ask them so you all don't know this, I'm communicating with you and I'm actually telepathing with them at the same time. So that's me being a Gemini. Okay, so let's pull some cards and just ask, what do we need to know for June? Thank you, Amber. That's awesome. I will write you down. Okay. I'm getting goosebumps. This is going to be good. What do we need to know for June? The Empress. I love that. I just changed one of my tags to the Empress. I really was feeling that for us, and that's a really powerful energy. Two of Pentacles. And don't worry, I'm going to clarify this as well. Two of Swords. And another card wants to come out, the 10 of Cups. So we've got a lot of really, really positive information. Okay. And I'm going to do some clarity cards from this other deck. I think the author's name is John Holland. I can't really remember. 6, moving on. I don't have the box. I haven't had the box for a long time. I've been using these cards, everyone, for myself and for all of you since 2017. So it's been a long time. Foundation and achievements. Choose wisely. Okay. And then if I need any other clarity. So this is just an overall for us for June. So I love how it started out. So the Empress, and moving on. So right away, so the Empress is a very powerful, like heart-based energy. Absolutely a soul that knows, like, stay high vibes, stay in your heart, be clear, stay in your power. And what I'm hearing about this moving on is boundaries. Okay, can we talk about, do you all know that game Dodgeball? So I've been playing Dodgeball since last week, where interruptions and distractions have been coming my way through all different portals. Okay. So a reminder, saying no to others is saying yes to ourselves. And it's super important for us to keep our boundaries so we can stay in this energy. Oh, thank you, Designer Mar. That's amazing. I'll write you down too. So that's how we're going to stay this. And, you know, the Empress is one of the top major arcana cards as well, right? So just a reminder, boundaries are big. Saying no to others in a kind way is saying yes to ourselves. Okay. Designer Mar, do you have a first name that I can write you down? That would be good. I can write down your handle. That's okay. And then when we start the next live, I'll reconnect with everybody as well. Okay. So for the mini readings, we have Marilyn's number 1, Sue's number 2, Amber's number 3, and Designer Moore's number 4. Beautiful. Okay. So keep strong boundaries, saying no to others, saying yes to ourselves. Then, wow. Okay. So this 2 of Swords is basically crossroads, time for decisions. Plus, you know, like, she can't see where she's going. It's using her intuition, but also understanding that you might have to wait for an answer. And then the 2 of Pentacles, this is a unified energy. We got a 2-2 energy, right? So the 2 of Pentacles is a unified energy of that's why. So to understand what to do next, going within, asking your heart chakra, and using your tools to unify the energy, okay? Because we can get into our heads, me too. And then that gets us scattered, and then we're ungrounded. And that's what this overall message is: foundations and achievements. Whatever this big energy that we want to manifest. You know, for some of us, it is. Oh, hi, Nicole. Oh, hi. Nicole. Thank you. I thought it might have been you, but I didn't want to presume. I don't even know if I remember seeing your handle. Thanks, sweetie. Perfect. Okay. And so foundations and achievements. So some of us are really manifesting something big, right? A move, a new job, maybe like a new home. And that's why we have to stay focused, high vibrational, and say no to others, because yeah, it's a timeline energy, and it's time for us. And that's what I've been doing very kindly. I'll tell you, everybody, that was one of my gifts when I was in corporate. Dodgeball, saying like, sorry, I don't have time for that. No, thank you. No, I don't have time for that. Yeah, can I get back to you? That's what I had. Like, I had this whole plan last week, and it's like everybody just came out of the woodwork, and I could just see it's like, not important, not important, not important. And I did it in a kind way. So I just want to share with you, that's going to be some of the energy this month. If you have goals, if you have intentions and that's what this choose wisely is. Okay. So continue to choose wisely, choose yourself, because that's the victory. the 10 of Cups. Okay. That's the universe saying, I see that your intentions are really pure. I see that your intentions are, you really are ready for this. Yeah. Unbelievable. I love that. And of course I have firsthand experience. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's pull a dragon message for everyone for this month, and then a crystal. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, I've been working with the dragons since 2017. The galactic dragons I have worked with, but they just stepped in to help me work with the grids in my local area this past Friday. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pull 2, but this is super interesting. It makes sense. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to pull 3. I'm going to pull 3. There we go. Wow. Okay. So, and I'm going to talk about this with the deep blue dragons too. So first off, this isn't just dodgeball. This is making sure we've got our shields up. And for some of you, if you don't know, you have a guardian dragon or you haven't worked with the dragons, I do offer training to work with the dragons and even to meet your guardian dragon. But this is a very powerful, like, not only boundaries, but protection. Okay. This is the besides the black dragons, this is like the Archangel Michael's dragon. This is like the dragon. Protects you in times of change, a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. So I'm just going to invoke this dragon, Thor's red, black, and gold dragon, for whoever needs it right now, whether you watch this on replay, and just know that this energy is available to you, and I'm invoking it for me as well. Yeah. Okay. This is why I pulled another one, because we got a water dragon, which represents sort of the Cancer energy, but I kind of wanted to know, which is not until the solstice, kind of wanted to know what was happening. So water is super important for us right now. We have the aquamarine dragon from Neptune, enables us to access our deepest soul wisdom. So this will be the downloads that came in already. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. We're developing our intuitive abilities, and we're receiving new soul information, new soul codes. Okay. So remember to drink water, spend time by water, sea salt baths, foot baths, showers, whatever. You can even listen to sounds of water will be really important this month, as well as the earth and the fire dragon. So this is one of the dragons that I also work with when I'm doing grid work. For those of you who don't know what grid work is, we have a crystalline grid system that is elevating the planet that we're activating. And I work with this dragon as well, because this dragon actually helps to clear ley lines and create 5th dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. Whenever you give, you receive. And that is perfect for what I'm going to talk about next with the galactic dragons. Well, let me pull a crystal first. Okay. Oh, I love it. Goes along with the dragon. We got aquamarine. So throat chakra, key chakra. So speak with love. Speak with love to yourself. Have compassion and love for yourself. If you feel like you're getting pulled into a drama or an argument, inside go, no, don't go there, don't go there. And like, even though this says courage, it's more about us healing our throat chakra, like from other lifetimes. But I would say to keep peaceful keeps our vibration high, and courage sometimes is not saying anything. You know, I think on this journey, a lot of us were like, no, we have to tell everybody the truth. We have to say what we know. And I think what we've learned in the last 5 years is that can freak a lot of people out. And it can also, like, it's kind of like you go up against a wall because they're not ready for it. So we have to intuitively discern what we're going to share with people now. They'll find it in their own way. But the throat chakra healing is super important right now. And it's super important to protect and allow our throat chakra to get heal and get stronger. Yeah. Okay. And that, by the way, is a super galactic starseed energy. It's very much connected to Lyra Vega's starseeds. Well, all of them, but any of the starseeds that have really gone through the galactic wars. So anyone that was in the Orion system, Lyra, Vega, Arcturus, Pleiades, and the Sirius star systems, the ones that are close by. Okay. Yay. All right. So before I let you know about the transmission for the deep blue dragons, because I wanted to ask what they wanted to share. So when I lived in the city, I worked in Vancouver. I've lived in another city for a long time. How did I even start grid work? Because a bunch of us were globally, we're doing something called grid work. We didn't even know what we were doing. But one of the tools that I often will give you is to go within and ask your higher self for an assignment every day. So my assignment when I lived in the city, especially the last time, was to go and grid the city with light. So I'd put my headset on, and I probably was working with the dragons, but I wasn't conscious of it. They probably were with me, but I would go and grid the city at night. And unfortunately, a lot of our cities are not really, even Vancouver is not really safe to do that right now. And I asked on Friday how many starseeds in the city were gridding, and they said none. So all those, because I did the gridding consciously 2017 till, well, I still go in once in a while. So, you know, I'll go in once or twice a year, but I'm not in there as much as I used to. And I left officially 2019. So all the gridding that I did was to help support what's going on now. Okay. So that is what we're doing now. This is super interesting. So and if you want to hear more about this, it's on the Rumble update that I did on Friday. So the deep galactic dragons are working with me now. And I had to scale back. I will send the dragons to whoever needs it at certain times, but I had to scale back my grid work to just Vancouver, British Columbia, and Canada at this time because there's just too much going on. So the Galactic Alliance and the Earth Alliance are managing other areas. Okay, so the grid work was interesting. What came up for the US, because what came up for the US was state of New York, cities, Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the area of New Jersey, as well as California. Grid work is really being called for there. So if you are there and you can assist, please do. If you live there and you'd like to be trained to assist with this galactic project, you can message me and I can assist you with that as well. So that's super interesting. Okay. Then I asked, oh, and they also showed me that they were installing, not the dragons, but the Galactic Alliance and the Earth Alliance were installing these rainbow crystals in and around Niagara Falls to help unify and heal the area. I did do a good work project with a bunch of amazing galactic goddesses, but it's like they're building on that now. So that was super cool because that water system in and around the Great Lakes in North America is super important for our unification and our healing. Okay, then let's talk about the deep blue dragon. So they're helping me right now with my personal grid work. And let me just go to, okay, let me just read a little bit of a transmission for you all. Okay, so they just shared with me. They are anchoring in light across the earth, across Gaia's sacred body. They've returned at this time to help the earth crystalline structure transition, and they're also helping to activate the awakening. Now, this is super interesting because that's why that aquamarine crystal and dragon came in. So there's aquatic grid lines buried beneath the oceans, lakes, rivers, and crystalline caverns. So they're assisting with that. There's Atlantean and Lemurian light codes frozen in time that are starting to be unthawed. Oh, this is beautiful because I work with these color flames as well. So they're also activating sacred blue flame pillars around various vortexes to recreate peace again instead of chaos, and they're transmuting fear. So they're saying the role is to cleanse stagnant or distorted frequencies from the aquatic ley lines underneath the water veins. They're supporting starseeds, light workers, and grid workers in restoring divine aquatic templates. And they're assisting with the Earth's ancient memory banks with new crystalline circuits, this is what's so amazing about this transmission. And they're doing this through the solar flares, the galactic portals. This reason this is so amazing is because this is what the work that I've been doing with the group grid work, not even having a name for it. Okay, so it's overlaying and clearing out the false matrix. And what I love about this is they're actually at the point where they feel safe enough to be here to do that as well. So just let me see if there's anything else. Definitely they're connected with healing the Atlantean and Lemurian lineage as well. So the message I got I guess because I I do my own healing, alignment, clearing. So I was at a phase. I've got my own guardian dragons. I've got dragons that work in my area to close any dark portals. But they came in super strong on Friday saying, Pink Bella, we need to work with you now. So I do have water around me. I'm pretty close to the ocean. I have creeks and lakes and rivers around me as well. And that was coming in big last year too. So if you were all near bodies of water, the water really needs our help right now as well. So that's super, super cool. Okay, so that's a message from the Deep Blue Dragons. I think what I'll do is I'll just pull a couple of cards. They're the Galactic Dragons. I'll just pull a couple of cards as well. Messages from them if there's anything else. Hello, Firefly, welcome. Oh, crown chakra upgrade. So they're saying that they can assist with this. They're kind of like our personal, they're protectors, but they're also, because we are water, they're saying, because we're water, they can assist with that. Wow. Yeah. And that's, like I said, an update. And this new team. So I talk about the Galactic Alliance as well, but I didn't physically have them like working with me on my creations, on my co-creations with Source until recently, like in the last 48 hours. So that's super interesting with me. I still have multiple teams. I make sure everyone that I work with is connected to Prime Source Creator, that is pure, that has a pure intention of heart. So there's no funny business, but there's a lot of timeline clearing right now. And they're helping me go back in time and clear energy. So this is also connected, everyone, to Saturn moving into Aries, which was like a week ago. So the last time Saturn was in Aries was between 1996 and 1999. So think about how far away that was, how different we all were. Like I was back asleep then, so I was working in corporate. So we're reclaiming, Aries is about fire, so we're reclaiming our power and our soul essence from that time, and we're to honor like how far we've come. And Saturn right now, because it's in that Aries fire energy, like the dragons, is pushing us along, to move us all along, to get us all on the same page. Okay. And I honor everyone's work. Everyone doesn't agree with what I share. I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's ego. That's the mind. Everyone has a purpose. Even when I looked at individuals, there's individuals out there that spend their time finding people that are doing really well, and then they do reading about them to pull their energy down. And I was curious, it's like, why would they waste their energy to do that? They're being guided to do that, but they don't even know why. They've just been told that whatever everyone else is doing is wrong. But what I looked into it, it's a trauma. But they are helping a certain individual group. It's almost like they're accelerating a group to get everybody up and running. So it is all part of the it's all part of the mosaic. Yeah. So I don't judge what everyone does, but I'm super curious. Like, why would you spend your time? Why would you waste all your energy on your channel to pull people out that are helping a portion of the collective? Super interesting. Hey, Sharon. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm doing many readings here. Let me see if I can change this. Okay. Hold on. Stay with me. Here we go. Okay. So So Sharon, I have availability for 2 more mini readings. I'll start another live after this one, so this one's not so long. So if you wanted to book, just let me know. And it's here. Just go to my website, and you can book on my website, and then just come back and message here. Okay. Where are we going to next? Oh my God, this is so exciting, everyone. So and you all, if you watch this on replay, please comment in the description. What would you like me to deep dive about next? Because I'm doing research 24/7. I'm always finding new things to talk about. But whatever else I can bring in for all of you to assist this high vibe tribe, let me know, because there's always like another level of information. Okay. Okay. So this is super exciting, everyone. And we are going to do a reading about this. We're going to do a reading about this. So I did a deep dive. I talked a little bit about this here on this channel. I believe I have a playlist called Voyager 1. And Star Trek Voyager was like my favorite Star Trek series. So super interesting that they named it Voyager. And by the way, Voyager 1 got sent out into space. Whether or not space is real or not, for now in the simulation it is. So, I know I'm galactic. I've been on ships, so I know there's something going on beyond this reality. So anyway, they sent Voyager 1 out in 1977. And then it took many photos, and it went beyond our solar system, and then it took a photo of Earth, and then it went silent. So it's been cruising its way, thousands and thousands of miles away from our solar system now, and it's been on silent running, but it got up and running again about 6 months ago. And this is what I want to look at. So I did a, by the way, so I did a look at this on my channel here. So you can go to YouTube and like a couple of videos ago, Rob and I looked at it on Typical Skeptic. And then I also did a deeper dive on my Rumble channel. Rumble is like a platform that I can share deeper information. Ha, that's right. That's right. I agree. Oh my God. I have to share this with you, Amber. This is so funny. I agree. It's both. So I have to share with you, the universe has been sending me these old clips of Bugs Bunny Roadrunner cartoons. And there literally was a Bugs Bunny cartoon where there was a character that was like a court jester that was, or someone that was trying to explain to the king that the earth was flat, and the king was saying no, it was round, and they were arguing about it. So when was that? When were those cartoons created? Like in the late 50s, right? Bugs Bunny as well. Downloads. Okay. I agree. I think that's the thing. I think we're going to find, and I'm open to whatever, but I do know, you know, we've all seen ships. We know things are flying around, and we know things can come and go from this reality for sure. So what I wanted to look at, and this is what I want to share this story about, and I will look at this deeper. It's super exciting, super exciting. So Voyager out of the blue starts contacting back here. But what was weird was it didn't like come online the normal way. It came in a back way. So they're all thinking that maybe something turned it on. And I think that's when Rob and I looked at it like, did it have first contact? Is this what happened? But this is the huge piece, and this story is going to get big. Yeah. They, it sent not only data back, the scientists put the data into an AI platform, don't know which one, that was able to analyze it. And you know what it did? It created an image, because that's what the data stream was saying. It said, please create an image. That image was shown to the scientists. All of those scientists got changed. They got a multi-dimensional upgrade, and it freaked them out, everyone out so much that they shut it all down. Like, I don't even think I can find the image, but I'll try and find it. But it changed them. And it would be like they were asleep, and then they saw it would be like any of us looking at a really high vibrational image. So I don't know what the image is. I'll try and find it, but it changed these scientists, and it freaked them all out, and they didn't know. So the other thing we have to think about, when we all change, it's this domino effect that changes everything. So what I want to look at was that first contact from our perspective? Like, was that, and who was it? Was it the Galactic Alliance, who said it's time to send this information back to Earth and to the people that are so close-minded that they only, you know, deal with the zeros and the ones, kind of like a Sheldon on Big Bang Theory? So there we go. So that's what I want to ask today. I want to say and ask, what was that image? First off, what was that image from Voyager 1 that changed those scientists? This is just recently, everyone, and that information, it may have happened late last year, but that information has just come out. There is a scientist, I haven't had a chance to watch him, who kind of got it out on YouTube. He was speaking in code in the last maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and then they've shut it all down. I think I really would have to go and do some research, but I'm interested in it, especially because it's called Voyager 1 and it's alive. It's again like Short Circuit or R2D2. It's come back alive and it's communicating. Wow. Okay. So, that was the other piece. The portal that it's communicating through is like a backup portal if there's danger. So that's the one, but it doesn't necessarily mean that whoever activated it knew that. Maybe the other communication portal was damaged because it's been out there for a long time. And they said it wasn't supposed to last this long, right? And yeah, okay. So what do we need to know about this image that was sent back from Voyager 1 that changed? 7 of Cups. Whoa, that just changed my throat chakra, everyone. Justice. Nine of Swords. Okay, let me just say 8 of Cups. Sorry, my brain's just trying to calculate. I'm going to do some clarity cards. Oh, I'll use the same deck, actually. Okay, so it changed them, and it changed their timeline. I'm going to find out who it was because we're going to ask that next. It's bringing, so this is justice and Libra energy, and it's bringing the power back to the people. So yeah, I feel like whatever was sent, that the energy that sent it is like, okay, it's taking way too long for the scientists to look at other things outside of the box, like first contact and full disclosure. So it's like it's to accelerate the process, and it stressed them out to no end. But it's nothing for us to worry about, so that's good. Like, and that's why I want to pull some more cards about it. It's nothing for us to worry about, but. And 8 of Cups, it's really far away. Yeah, it's light years away, light years and light years away. And that's actually where Voyager is. Can we just have some clarity cards for this message and see what else we need to know? Wow, the Death card. So that's Scorpio energy. So right off the bat, I see October and September. This isn't... this isn't about us. It's about... like the finalization of the Pisces age and the death of the old, the death of our construct, our reality, all the fibs and lies that we've been given. Okay. Wow. And then of course we have the same thing. It's like the Libra energy, giving the power back to the people. Okay. I've got this Galactic deck. Who sent the energy? What is the energy behind the image that was sent to Voyager? Through Voyager, actually. 16, protectiveness, Lyra. So it's not a negative energy. It's not a negative alien energy. But it was information and data that needed to be sent to Earth. I love that. And I love that Lyra came up in protectiveness. So the scientists are going to be using that information to help. And I did go into that. The Golden Dome, I've looked at it here. I've looked at it on Rumble. It is about this, placing this light shield, this crystalline grid light shield around the planet. And it says present. So, and right out, we have 16 people watching it. It's number 16. So it was information that needed to be sent. Now this is interesting. 79 renewed hope zeta, and it is information about the Dark Alliance. Yeah. So maybe coordinates, maybe information. And I would say all of the people that saw the image, that it changed them completely because it activated them, would now definitely know that there's a Dark Alliance. And if they didn't know about the Golden Dome and the protectiveness around the planet, yeah, it's not just for North America, everyone. It's for the whole planet. I think that's good for today. So yeah, I think that's good for today. Oh, 16th. Okay, let me just see. Let me just look at the astrology again and see. Hold on, where am I? If there's anything specific. So I would say the 16th would be really close to the solstice gateway. Okay, so what do we have happening? We have, oh, this is interesting. So we have a new moon on the 11th. We have Jupiter moving on the 9th. We have on the 17th, and that could be the 16th, Mars is also moving into Virgo, and then the solstice. So I would say that by Jupiter is going to kick it off. So that full moon on the 11th is also going to kick off this powerhouse of energy. We're going to be in a more accelerated initiation, get it all together for Cancer season and for July and August. Okay. How about just before I pop up everybody, I will have just a quick 1-card message. What do we need to know for July and August? So right now I'm hearing that it was the Alliance that sent the message, the Galactic Alliance. So what do we need to know just for all of us in general? What's coming? 1 card for July and 1 card for August. Temperance for July. 6 of Pentacles for August. So Major Arcana. And again, this is like, a rebalancing, a very healing card. So whatever's coming for all of us in July is very healing. All the information that's going to come forward is going to sort of, big energy is going to help to heal all of us and all of humanity. And then by August, yeah, big shifts and powerful energy coming back to humanity. However, it's a lower card, right? It's 6 Pentacles. It's not like it's not like the Justice card, but it is saying big because of what we are healing in July. August will be good. Yeah, we'll be ready for it. Yeah, I'm all ready for it. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to log out of this. I'll be back in 5 minutes and I'll start. You can go to my live channel part on YouTube, and the next reading session will be there. You can all come as well. You don't need to book a reading. For sure, I find all the energy. We're going to just have a big old party, and I'll see you over there. Thanks, everyone, for booking. And I will, yes, and there's still a couple spots left over as well. Aloha and love. Yeah, so I will see you at the next live in about 5 minutes.